What's up, guys? Jerry here with Custom Gear Modifications. I want to take a few minutes to talk about the 2 tether climbing system, 2TC, that we offer on our webpage. Basically go over the components and do a real quick kind of climb video. I'm going to do a slow climb video to kind of show you the steps of it. Hopefully that'll come out. As you guys know, it's hard to keep a foam camera and keep things in frame in a foam camera, but I'll do what I can. But first I want to go over the components of the kit. With our kit, you get the Sterling TRC 18-inch sewn Prusik loop that is tied onto your main tether with a Prusik. You also get the R&R Raider auto locking carabiner. It's a one-hand operational auto locking carabiner, very easy to use. Awesome little carabiner. You get a leg loop. We have a couple of different styles and colors. We have this OD green, Coyote, Strata, Viper, old school, Bottomland, a couple other things, multicam. You can check them out, select them. If you decide to order, you can order it online, whatever pattern we have available that you like. You also get the foot tether, which is a 7.5 foot am steel, 1/8 am steel full berry tether. It has an adjustable foot loop on the bottom. It's adjustable via whoopee sling. This one is mine, it's fixed. I already know what size I like, so I just keep it fixed. The castration bands, we can add those if you want. Just put a note, no extra charge. Some guys like to be able to lock the loop around their foot because they want to keep their foot in it while climbing. I do not. I take my foot out when I'm climbing. So I'm not using those. I just put those on there to try it out. Wasn't for me, but a lot of guys like that. And that's basically what you get with the system. So you get the leg loop system, which is the Prusik, the carabiner, and the leg loop, and then you get the foot loop tether. The leg loop obviously goes on your main tether. I always put my leg loop Prusik above my bridge Prusik or my bridge friction knot. That way, if you have weight on your leg, you can still make adjustments to your bridge. Also, when you climb the tree and you're set for hunting, you can move this up and connect it into your bridge loop as a secondary attachment to your tether. So it's a little redundancy in the system, and that's always good. Let me see, the foot loop. So on this tree, this is a average size tree for what I would climb. I double wrap my foot tether because I like to keep it around 24 inches, or more or less, but roughly around 24 inches from my main tether. And that allows me 24 inches to move my foot tether up as I'm climbing and not get in the way of my main tether. So I can get roughly 2 feet per run or per climb move. And then my foot loop, I keep it about 24 inches off the ground because I can do a 24-inch step with the leg loop. Without the leg loop, I can do about an 18-inch step. On smaller diameter trees, you really don't need the leg loop. You can wrap your leg around the tree and get fairly stable, really stable that way. But on larger diameter trees, anything larger than this, I use the leg loop because it allows you to dig your toe in and gives you a lot of stability when you're standing up to put your foot in the foot loop. Plus, it adds a little distance to each one of your climbing steps. So there's a lot of talk about the speed of this system. It is not a fast climbing system. It can be as fast as one sticking. I can do it as fast as one sticking. Anytime you throw branches in, the way it slows every system down, whether you're using one stick or you have to move your tether or your linemen's around, so you have that extra time added in there. But this is not a fast system, but I will argue that it's probably the safest system. And the reason why is because with this system, there's no chance of you getting high enough to have your waist higher than your main tether. It's just not going to happen. You basically are limited to about mid-waist to or mid-stomach to chest height, which is just inherently safer. It's less distance to fall if something was to go wrong. Plus, you're always tied in with a tether. You're more stable because you have the foot loop, so you're pretty much always have 2 points of contact, except for when you are moving your foot tether up. You're sitting off to the side just like you would with one sticking. So I would argue that this is probably one of, if not the safest method to climb. So I've learned over the years that As you increase your speed in climbing methods, you're decreasing your safety in climbing methods. The fastest climbing method is where you're not using a tether, you're using alignments, but alignment's not as safe as a tether. I mean, folks can argue that with me all day, but I still say it's true. I've had a fall in a lineman's loop, and you can slide down the tree pretty good. So I like a tethered climbing system. So that's it. We're going to do a quick video on how to use it. I don't know how that's going to look, but it gives you a rough idea. It'll be slow, and I'm not going to go crazy with my height. I just want to give you an idea of how it basically works. If it's something you're interested in, go over to www.customgearmodifications.com and check it out. Thanks. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me. Got a leaner tree, it's the one I have. So if I have a leaning tree, I'm always at the inside of the lean. Just makes it a little bit easier. It can't be done on the outside. It's not that hard, but I prefer the inside of the leaning tree. I'm going to connect up here and show you how the climb goes. So first thing I do is I connect in my bridge, and as I told you, I keep about an 8-inch short bridge. The Sidewinder hunting saddle that we have has a fully adjustable on both sides bridge, so it makes it really easy to get down that 8 inches, and then once you get up the tree, you can adjust it out to whatever you're comfortable with. Once I get that fairly comfortable, I'll go ahead and connect up my leg loop. I'll push that up to where I put some tension on my knee. Adjust my bridge up, and then I'm ready to climb. So I dig my shoe into the tree. I basically just step up into the foot loop, dig my toe in, step up, and then wrap my leg around. Move your tether up the tree. At this point, you can adjust your bridge. Sit down into your saddle, just like one step. At that point, I like to take my foot out of the foot loop. Move my foot loop up. Step back off. You can see it. The leg loop makes you really stable when you're stepping away from the tree like this. Put my foot back into the foot loop. Step up. Wrap my leg around. And tether up. Sit down. Foot loop up. It's that same process. And that's the climb up. Now, if I was able to double wrap my tether, my foot tether on this tree, I could actually get a lot more height between them, because that's why I like to keep my tether wrapped about 12 inches below my main tether, at least. That gives me 12 inches on each move up. Prefer 24, which is doable. Climb down is just the opposite. Or at this point, connect your rappel gear up. Rappel gear. point. Disconnect. You're all set. That's basically it.